So y'all telling me I done finally got close to being monetized and TikTok not paying that paper no more? So I did all this in vain? Somebody gotta be lying, right?
20 cents? Y'all dropped my RPM to 20 cents on the last day of the month when I have a video that went viral?
Everybody keep making videos talking about TikTok not paying. Yeah, TikTok done paying, bro.
They not paying on this app anymore because people beg too damn much on her.
I made $5,000 in August.
Sheesh.
Just on TikTok. $5,000. Now I'm barely averaging anywhere from $300 to $400 a month.
Is TikTok actually paying creators anymore? Because if you've been online recently, you've probably seen people saying the same thing. Millions of views and barely any money. And the crazy part is, more creators are starting to leave the platform completely. Not because they're not getting views, but because those views aren't turning into real income. Did TikTok actually stop paying creators, or did the system just change? Let's talk about it.
Hey y'all, TikTok is not paying anymore. And it sucks to say this because I've been on here for a couple months. I've been building my page, got up to 15,000 followers. And I'm just noticing that my RPM, everything is down. Everything is down. So the moment I post a video, I ain't getting no money for it. And I'm getting millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, new followers. And I'm making like $1 a month. Like, what the heck is going on? Even big time creators like Dylan Page, he said he's taking a break from TikTok because they're not paying any creators. I think after the Americas bought TikTok, it seems like they are not paying us. Why? Why are y'all not paying us? I come on this app every day, say what I gotta say, do what I gotta do, entertain. I'm not getting paid for it. At this point, I might as well get off the app.
One thing people are finally starting to realize is that TikTok was never really paying creators that much to begin with. Under the original creator fund, creators were making somewhere around 2 to 4 cents per 1,000 views. So just think about that for a second. If your video hit 1 million views, which sounds crazy on paper, you were only making somewhere around $20 to $40. That's it. And that's why for the longest time, you would see people go viral over and over again, but not actually make any money. Like, you could have 1 million views, 1 million likes, hundreds of thousands of followers, and still not be able to turn that into real income from TikTok itself. Really? That's also why a lot of creators weren't even focused on the creator fund in the first place. They were only using TikTok for exposure, trying to build an audience so they can transition and make money somewhere else, like YouTube or Instagram. So when people say TikTok stopped paying, it's really more like it was never paying that much to begin with.
TikTok took $2,100 away from me, all of my earnings for January, because they said my content was unoriginal. So I'm making this video to see if anybody else has dealt with this. I'm gonna show you some proof here in a second, but it's really annoying, honestly. So this right here is what I was set to make for January so far. As you can see, is from January 1st to January 23rd. I do sports content, so I post a lot of 1-minute videos, and everything was doing really good. This was honestly one of my best months I've had. My RPM was through the roof, like things were going great. So then all of a sudden I get hit with a account disqualified, account with unoriginal content. So it was saying that all of my content was unoriginal for the month, that I was taking it from other creators, whatever it is, when everything that I've posted and everything that I've created were all from games that I've filmed myself, footage that I've shot myself, content I made myself. I do cross post. I cross post on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So a lot of the same content goes up on there. So I thought they maybe would pick that up. And so as you can see, I kind of appealed myself. I described it, talked about what was going on. And then I get hit with this, and it said that my appeal was not approved. And so then and there, they took away all my earnings for January, which was that $2,100. I had some current videos that were doing like 300,000 to 400,000 views. And so that was going to obviously be $300, $400, $500 a video. And they were just stopping all my earnings for January, taking all that away. And I'm not allowed to make money anymore on the content creator program until February 27th, when I can re-up my appeal and try and get put back into the rewards program.
That's a whole month. They don't realize that people are living off of content creation. Imagine having to wait a whole month to pay rent because you're not approved through a system that used to work. I'd be annoyed.
So I was like, okay, let me just talk to their helpline, create a ticket is what they call it. So they responded back to me. They didn't contact me after they said if more info is needed. So then I created another message, added photos of me filming at the games that I shot in January, things like that. And then they just said that they would appeal it for me. So then from there, it's kind of hard to see, but I said like, thank you, all that kind of stuff. Down here, they got back to me and they said, I have great news. Our appeal was successful and your account has been restored in the Creator Rewards program. That was on the 28th. It is now currently February 2nd. I've not been reinstated and all of my money is still taken away from me. So the reason I'm making this video is because obviously I'm very frustrated. This is like part of my job, obviously. Right. I do this monthly. I post all kinds of 1-minute videos. I am losing a lot of money on this. So I'm curious if this has happened to anybody else. I had no issues until TikTok was sold to Oracle and whatever else was going on. So if anybody else has had issues with this, please let me know and help me out because I'm very frustrated and the help center is literally horrible. No help at all from their side.
On one of my TikTok accounts, I think I experienced something like this on Smart Money Ace when I was day trading. I was making videos that people might be able to relate to, and one of them hit, I think, 2 million views, and I didn't make a single dollar from it. But when I posted the same clip on YouTube, I was able to make like $100 from it. So that already told me TikTok alone was just trash in terms of paying out their creators. I'm not sure if it has to do with the RPM, which we'll talk about later in the video, but I just think TikTok shouldn't be used to financially depend on. I think TikTok's only real use is for engagement and reach. It's to build an audience and transform that audience into a different platform, whether if it's Instagram, whether if it's YouTube, whether if it's Snapchat even. I know people are now using Snapchat to make money. TikTok is just not reliable as it used to be.
TikTok is not paying creators how they used to. And I'm dead not surprised. We already knew once China sold out, we was not going to get paid because America hates seeing us live easy. We were making livable wages off of TikTok alone. And I'm honestly happy that I found my niche and other things besides TikTok to make money through TikTok. Because if I was just relying on my views and regular videos to make me money, I was not going to make any money through here. And the only reason why I still post on this app is because I still get brand deals and I still get wig deals and wig promos to post on this app. I went from making $5,000, $6,000 a month on this app to making $800, $900. Posting the same videos, same content, same everything. And I don't post as much because TikTok has been limiting a lot of things that you can say. I had so many videos taken down for just stupid shit. So truth be told, now I just be posting on TikTok for fun. I post everything on Instagram. I still make my money through TikTok commissions on TikTok Shop. But my goal for my TikToks from last year was to get paid to travel and to promote Airbnbs and just do promo videos for where I stay and for hotels and stuff like that. Like I wanted to get paid to travel and I wanted to get paid through hosting events. And I did both of that last year. I got paid from Lyft and DoorDash to host my very first barbecue. Nice. And I was flown out to DR and I was able to take 12 supporters with me. Now it's January 1st month of 2026 and I'm being flown out to Tulum literally on Wednesday just to do a promo for an Airbnb, flight and stay covered. So nice. I do not advise you to stop posting on here because you never know who's watching. But if you're expecting to get paid from them views, trust me, it's not like that anymore. Coming from someone who has 800K on this page and 32K on another page.
Hey guys, we just learned some really interesting news about TikTok.
We got kicked off the creator fund.
Yeah, it said that we were using like split screen and reused content and things we absolutely weren't doing. Every video we make. And we were posting a ton of content on here and we just found out, because they didn't alert us, that we were kicked off. So we didn't make any money on TikTok for the last 2 months, which is kind of a big deal because this is our full-time job. And it's really gross because this also happened to Bensei recently. It seems like TikTok's just either purging people deliberately after the transfer so that they don't have to pay people, or my guess, maybe trying to kick us off and get us with a worse deal that pays less as the transfer happens. I don't know.
I was supposed to make $3,600 from TikTok this month. I brought the app 5 million views. I'm going to put like a little picture, like maybe right here. They are paying me $57.60-something. And when I asked them why, they gave me this long explanation, long story short, saying that all of my views, I have 3 videos last month that hit 1 million and multiple with like 6-digit numbers. Was it $57 and some change? Kid you not. I cannot believe this. And I'm kind of sad because I say it all the time. My rewards that I get from this app, they go straight to my nonprofit. Everything's go straight to my nonprofit. And for me to have to lose that, and now I have to tug on, and I have an event coming up, by the way. Mind you, I have an event coming up. Now I have to go in my bill money. Otherwise, it's going to fuck up this event for me. because I also have obligations that cost a lot of money that I was expecting to get from TikTok, because I mean, it said I was going to make north of $3,500. They took $1,000 off and then took the rest of it off and gave me $50 something.
That's annoying.
I'm upset.
Now, TikTok did try to improve this by introducing the Creator Rewards program. And on the surface, it looks like a big upgrade. Now creators can make somewhere around 40 cents to $1 per 1,000 views, which is a huge jump compared to what it used to be. But once you actually look at how it works, it's not as simple as it sounds. First off, your videos have to be over 1 minute long, which already changes how people create content. Then on top of that, the content has to be original. So if you're doing reactions, reposts, or even certain types of stitch content, you might not get paid for it. And even if you do meet all the requirements, not every view counts the same way. So now creators are in this position where it's not just about being entertaining or going viral, it's about fitting into a system. So in All Out CEO, if we look right here, the latest industry data shows that TikTok influencers earn an average salary of over 100K in 2025. Now it says, while these numbers may sound impressive, it's important to note that it includes earnings from mega influencers or TikTok royalty who can pull in 7 or 8 figure salaries. These highly paid creators skew the average upwards and don't necessarily reflect what the vast majority of TikTok creators earn. Very important. So creators like Mr. Beast or the creators you watch on a day-to-day basis who have a lot of engagement are seeing these numbers, but it's not majority of the influencers you might think. So here on the chart, we have the typical TikTok influencer earnings. Only 48% of TikTok creators make less than 15,000. 9% make around 15,000 to 25,000. 7% is 25 to 35. 5% 35 to 50. 11% is 50K to 75K. 5% 75K to 100K, 6% 100K to 150, and only 7% of creators make 200K or more. These are creators trying to make a living off of content, and if only 48%, which is the mass majority, make less than 15K a year, that's not good. That's not sustainable. So I can see why a lot of creators are starting to switch to platforms like YouTube now, because their RPM is a lot higher. You're not getting paid 20 cents per 1,000 views. So it's highly advisable to transition to these platforms to repost and repurpose your content that you already had on TikTok. It's important to note that TikTok pays nothing for 1,000 followers. To start earning on the platform, creators need to have at least 10,000 authentic followers to join the Creator Fund. And I think that is important as well, because as mentioned before, a lot of bots on the platform are trying to mine TikTok's Creator Fund. So I think that's why they have that gauge and benchmark for followers, authentic followers, to see if you're actually a real person. I know platforms like YouTube, your subscriber count don't really matter as much as your view count. But on TikTok, they're trying to gauge what's real and what's fake.
20 cent? Y'all dropped my RPM to 20 cent on the last day of the month when I have a video that went viral?
Yeah, baby.
So I think from now on, I'm just going to be getting on live trying to make my money from TikTok, because TikTok got me so fucked up. So last month, they dropped my RPM down to like 80 something cent, right? So all month long, I've been having my RPM at like 85 cent, 86 cent, right? This month, I done brought them over 857,000 views in 1 month off of my page. They said only 347 of those views count as eligible views or whatever, right? So the month for next month, I'm only getting paid $326. And I say only because that's one of my lowest checks I've done on TikTok, because my RPM used to be $1 and something, $1.65 when I first started, when I got into the Creator Rewards program. Do y'all know, yesterday, the last day of the fucking month, I did 300K views, almost 300K views on one of my videos. And they dropped my RPM to 20 cents. They dropped it all the way down to 20 cents. Because they didn't want to fucking pay me for yesterday's video.
Absolutely terrible.
Going viral. So fuck y'all. Y'all don't want to pay y'all creators, so I won't be giving y'all all of my undivided attention. I'll just get on fucking live and beg like the rest of them. Fuck creating content for y'all. I get it now. I get it why they rather stay on live than to get on here and create videos for y'all, because y'all are stealing from people.
I'm not gonna lie, it is pretty easy to go viral on TikTok though. That is one positive thing I can say about TikTok, is that it is easy to hit a one-trick pony video and then have that video's engagement go to your other videos. But it kind of deludes creators like this one into thinking that she's gonna get paid a high salary now.
They're not paying on this app anymore because people beg too damn much on her. Sorry to get straight to the point. Sorry to be so harsh. You had to hear where it's coming from because a lot of content creators like myself is hurting from this. The RPMs are going straight down because they notice people are putting the camera right in front of them and saying, can you stick around for 1 minute and 1 second long for my video and so I can make some money to help my family get out of this, that, and the third, whatever going up in your life. You begging for it and you not trying to be creative to make people watch your content. Now they notice that they're not going to keep paying you thousands of dollars for that, and people actually making real content, doing what they got to do and not making that money because you out here playing on somebody's heartstrings. It is a more creative way to get your bills paid off this app and get you out the struggle. You don't have to beg for it. You just have to tell your genuine, real story. People might feel where you're coming from, understand where you're coming from, and genuinely want to stick around and help you for your video and give you something. But nah, you get straight to the point. Can you give me some? Can you do this? And they notice that shit and they say, hell no, we can't keep supporting that. We're not going to keep paying you for that. They pay people to make sounds, duet, music, all type of entertaining things where people can get up and stitch your video and duet your video and be more creative with your sound. You think somebody going to support you begging on her? And you get millions of views on that, and they can't do nothing with it. All they got to do is just give you the money. So they had to say, hell no, I ain't finna keep supporting that and giving that up. And a lot of content creators like myself are getting hurt from that because y'all are doing that.
Everybody keep making videos talking about TikTok not paying. Yeah, TikTok done paying, bro. They done paying people. And I think it's many different factors. Like, one, a lot of people's content is getting stolen. Like, even I have come across my own videos being stolen by some account talking about, like, the username will be XYZ2032 and they'll have my face and my voice over like an overlay of whatever it's talking about. Like took my whole face, bro, and made it. I was like, what? Like, it's like people stealing content. Then you got all these AI creators that's coming out of nowhere. So the algorithm is all kind of messed up right now. And I came across another creator saying the same thing that I thought. You know, he said it first though. I give him credit. I forgot his username, but he gets the credit for actually saying what I thought. He said it first. Yeah, so it's a lot of things that's going on. And I think TikTok just don't want to pay creators no more. Even a lot of huge creators that got like 1 million followers and they're known to get, at least on every video that they do, 75,000 views. At least. And sometimes where, you know, they'll get like 1 million views on the video. Bruh, these creators are saying that, hey, I'm gonna have to leave TikTok because, you know, my monthly payout went from $5,000 a month to $400. Bruh.
That's a big gap.
And they're making the views. I could understand why they want to leave, fam. So this app is pretty much done. Like, if you were using this as a way to make, you know, a little money on the side, bro, it's done. You might want to try a different platform. And my thing is, why would you as a let me not judge. Let me not do that. I'll just say this, as a content creator, don't throw your eggs all in one basket. Mm-hmm. You should be trying to, if you are a content creator and that's what you love doing, you should be trying to get on any different platform that you can. Like TikTok, no.
Another thing that confuses a lot of people is the idea that every view equals money. And that's just not how it works. TikTok only pays for what they consider qualified views. And that's based on things like how long people watch your video, how they interact with it, and even where your audience is located. So you could post a video, it gets millions of views, and in your head you're thinking, okay, this should pay. Oh, say less. But then you check your earnings and it's a lot lower than expected. Ain't no way. And that's because a large portion of those views might not qualify. For example, if people scroll past your video too quickly or don't watch enough of it, those views don't really count the same. Or if your audience isn't in certain regions that advertisers value more, then that can affect your payout too. So now it's not just about how many people watch your content, it's about how they watch it. And that adds another layer of unpredictability.
Okay, so I try not to talk about my personal life on this channel, and I know like 80% of the people that watch my videos hate my guts. So this is just for the people that care about Low Life Leo, the dude, right? Okay, check it out. Some of you might know that I quit my job like 2 months ago to be a professional TikTok creator, and it's had some mixed results. Like, number one, just the freedom that I've had to like see my family and like pursue like my passion projects and, you know, the holidays and stuff like that. Beautiful, amazing. I love it. But a lot of people don't know that TikTok is kind of having like an ad apocalypse, kind of like YouTube had, except it's not by the same factor. Like, TikTok is currently in the process of being sold to Oracle, which is an American billionaire's company who is very close to Donald Trump. So it is looking very unlikely that, number one, the money that they pay creators is going to continue, or at the very least continue at the level that it was at before. And number two, it is very unlikely that leftist creators are going to get paid. I mean, there's a possibility they just purge us all from the website, to be honest. And guess what? I've tasted freedom. I've tasted content creator life, and I'm not going back, yo. So I'm trying to like brainstorm like how I can kind of keep this train going, right? Because TikTok's not paying what it used to, right? Like, I had another video a couple months ago where I kind of broke down the exact numbers of it. But before, a video that would earn me $1 now earns me about 20 or 30 cents, right? And don't get me wrong, like, there are people flipping burgers or getting yelled at over the phone like I was. So I'm grateful I'm earning anything, right? There are babies starving in Africa. Like, I'm not complaining about that. But they are taking our wages, right? With no explanation, right? The crazy part is that they actually released a statement that they were going to start paying us a little bit more because they were going to include search results. I mean, that's just kind of like the inside baseball of it. But long story short, they changed the rules. They're paying us less. I used to earn as much as my regular full-time job. Now I'm making about as much as like a part-time job, if not less.
Once you understand how all this works, you start to see the bigger picture. TikTok itself isn't where most creators are making their money. The platform is more like a tool. It gives you attention, it gives you reach, but it's up to you to turn that into income somewhere else. That's why you see so many creators pushing things like brand deals, affiliate links, TikTok shop, or even telling people to go subscribe to their YouTube, because those are the things that actually pay.
Y'all, donate to my nonprofit. Tap the link in my bio. I have a nonprofit dedicated to keeping Black history in our schools.
If you rely on TikTok payouts alone, you're basically depending on a system that's constantly changing, has lots of restrictions, and doesn't guarantee consistent income. But if you use TikTok to build an audience and then monetize that audience in different ways, that's where things can start to make sense financially. So in reality, TikTok doesn't really stop paying creators. It just made it clear that it's never meant to be your main source of income in the first place.
So y'all telling me I done finally got close to being monetized and TikTok not paying that paper no more? So I did all this in vain? Somebody gotta be lying, right? Say it ain't so. I did not work this hard. Get this millions of likes, these views, to not get a damn dime. To barely be able to afford a Happy Meal. Somebody say it ain't so before I get mad.
Oh, y'all favorite creators? Oh yeah, they not on TikTok like that no more. Oh no, cause TikTok not paying. TikTok don't get no money no more. And the reason why TikTok not giving out money like that no more is because y'all favorite creators, they was talking too fucking much. Telling how everybody making a big bag and a big bank on this mother. So TikTok said, oh, we gonna figure this out now. Stop it. The only people that's out here getting paid is people that's doing the TikTok shop affiliate program. And you not out here getting samples like that. You gotta pay for something because they don't give me no samples. So I know they ain't giving y'all no samples unless you pale skin. But yeah, they done moved on to something else. Thank goodness I know how to work YouTube because my YouTube, I'm seeing a bag over there and I'm grateful for where I'm at. I definitely know how to do the bag over there and I'm getting to it.
Stop the cap.
My next check come December, oh, that check gonna be a beast. I already know it. But yeah, TikTok not paying no more. So if you ain't did this from the heart, then you wasting your time.
TikTok's not paying anymore, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Less than a year ago, I was making about $1.29 per 1,000 views. Now I'm making anywhere from 28 cents to 40 cents per 1,000 views. And my content structure, rollout, none of it's really changed. There was a guy who just came out and said that he's making only 1 cent per 1,000 views. And he's got over 15 million followers and he does millions of views per video. Just back in August, I made $5,000 in August.
Jeez.
Just on TikTok. $5,000. Now I'm barely averaging anywhere from $300 to $400 a month. And I think I know what the problem is. I genuinely think that it's the AI content creators, the AI accounts on here that are clip farming and mining other creators' actual content and work and then repurposing it across dozens of channels. And they are mining money off of the RPM and rewards program from TikTok. And the algorithm's finally just gone, okay, well, then no one is going to get paid. I think that's what's happened, because I've seen the apparently Instagram stop paying on a creator fund in like 2023, but they're not even inviting people into the pay program anymore, because they had a pay program they would at least invite you into. And Facebook just changed its whole structure on pay too. Now no one's making money on Facebook. YouTube, I never thought I'd say this in 2026, having to go to YouTube probably here just to actually start remonetizing, and even then, like, they're flagging people left and right on YouTube. It's a sinking ship, and I don't know if we should stay on it or just keep using TikTok at least to build our individual platform. I know I'm not the only one this is happening to go from, making $5,000 to barely scratching 400. Yeah, man, I think the app is on its last legs, taking a nosedive.
So in the end, TikTok didn't completely stop paying creators, but the way it pays has definitely changed. It's more selective, more restrictive, and honestly, a lot harder to depend on. So now the real question is TikTok still worth it for creators, or is it just a platform to build an audience and take that audience somewhere else? Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, I'm out.